Hello, good evening, everybody. Hello, hello. So nice to see you. Thank you so much for joining again. Uh, Me again. I hope you're well. Very, very nice to have you. Very nice to see you. Thank you. Thank you for joining. You're joining me night after night. Night after night. Every night you're joining me. And I know, you're busy. You've got your own lives, but you still come and join me. Thank you so much. Somebody just asked me, how's your day? Or how was your day? It was good. It was good. Thank you. I had a good productive day. Thank you very much. It was good. Yes. It's Thursday, close to Friday, and that's good. So I've got people watching from Canada. I know a lot of you are joining from Iran. A lot of you are here from the UK, and I know a lot of you are joining from other places as well. How's your day so far? Very good. Thank you very much. I hope you guys are doing well as well. We had a bag of all sorts for the weather today. We had a bag of all sorts for the weather. You're very welcome. Thanks for teaching us. You're very, very welcome. Thank you for joining. And hi from the Netherlands and Brazil. Oh, wow. Brazil, Greece, all over. Fantastic. Thank you so much. And I know that we've got the time difference and everything, and it's obviously much later for you. Melbourne, oh my goodness. I don't even want to know what time it is in Melbourne. I'm sure it's very, very late or very early the next morning. Belgium, lots and lots of places. Thank you so, so much. Thank you. I've talked about a bag of all sorts before. Today, the weather was like a bag of all sorts. Does anybody remember what that means? Afars, Iran, Tabriz, Sweden. Lovely, lovely. Very, very multicultural tonight. Denmark, London, UK. Fantastic, fantastic. Thank you so much for joining, all of you. Turkey, excellent, excellent. Is it Cradley Heath? Yeah. And good old London, of course. Birmingham, fantastic. 6 in the morning in Melbourne. Yeah. Friday morning, right? So it's your Friday morning. Oh my goodness. There we go. Sarah, thank you. یعنی انواع آب و هوا رو داشتیم. Perfect, perfect. So today's weather was a bag of all sorts. A bag of all sorts, different types, different kinds. Today's weather was a bag of all sorts. Today's weather was a bag of all sorts. And I still have people telling me where they're joining. Thank you, where they're joining from. Thank you so much. Lovely, lovely, lovely. Very nice to have you. Very, very nice to have you. So the weather in Manchester was like a bag of all sorts. I don't know what the weather was like where you are. And my daughter was out with her friend. My daughter had gone out with her friend just to call at the corner shop. Just to call at the corner shop. My daughter and her friend just went out to call at the corner shop. They just wanted to go to the corner shop very quickly and come back. Corner shop, corner shop. Corner shop. Oh my goodness, from Berlin, LA, Dublin. Wow. I'm just going to turn the comments off if that's okay. So corner shop, we have this in the UK. I don't know if we have it in all the countries or in all the states. Like I know in California, I can't remember they had corner shop in California. They have strip malls, don't they? Strip malls, shopping mall in California. So I don't think they don't have a corner shop in California, but I know they do in New York, for example. So a corner shop is not like a supermarket. It's just like a shop that's usually on the corner. It's usually in a very residential area, lots and lots of houses, and you've just got one shop on the corner. I'm sure they have them a lot in Iran as well. So my daughter called at the corner shop. She called at the corner shop very quickly, and on her way back, she got caught in the rain. Actually, it was hail. She got caught in the rain. She got caught in the rain. So obviously she got home and she was drenched. Drenched. She got home. She was drenched. Drenched. She was absolutely soaking wet from top to toe. She was absolutely drenched. So hopefully next time she'll remember when she leaves the house in February, she needs to take an umbrella with her, hopefully. Yes, so we've had a bag of all sorts weather-wise in the UK. I don't know what the weather was like where you are, but I hope that whatever the weather was like, you've had a good day so far. I'm not going to get too much into the politics of it, but I understand. So let me turn the comments on because this is where you can correct me. I understand from what I've seen, tomorrow in Iran is a big day. It's an important day. Is that right? Friday. And it's not a normal Friday. I think it's a special Friday tomorrow, if I'm not mistaken. I just wanted to, just want to acknowledge that it's a special Friday tomorrow. No politics involved, just that it's a special day tomorrow in Iran. So whatever happens, that will be very interesting. Very interesting. Okay. Excuse me. Right. Let's get on to tonight's lesson. Yes, Shahrzad. Corner shop, میشه بقالی. Absolutely, absolutely. Have you been in Iran, Layla? Have you been to Iran? I have, yes. I've been to Iran. Last time I went to Iran, my son was 6 months old. My son is now 15. So that was like 14, 15 years ago. Yeah. We do have some corner shops in some cities in Southern California. I see. Sorry. Very good, very good. But from what I remember, in California, I didn't see any corner shops when I was there. So obviously, that's somewhere else. Okay, lovely. So I'm going to get on to tonight's lesson. And tonight, I'm not so much going to be talking about idioms and phrasal verbs that much because we've had enough of that. There's just two cultural points that I wanted to share with you tonight, and hopefully these will be helpful to you because, again, we don't want to be caught in a bit of a difficult situation. Okay, so I am going to turn the comments off, yes, and we can start. So let's say it's someone's birthday. Let's say someone has passed their driving license. Let's say it's someone's wedding. Let's say someone's been promoted. Let's say someone is retiring. All of these are celebrations where we can get a gift for our friend, our neighbor, our colleague, whoever, okay? When we get a gift, it's something that we think that person's going to like, but there's no guarantee that that person's going to like it. They might not like it. It might not be their cup of tea at all. It might be something we like, but not them. So what do we do in this situation? In some cultures, I know that they need to keep the price a secret. If I'm getting a gift, I need to take the price off and make sure that you can't see the price because that's disrespectful. We do take the price off here as well, but when I give you a gift, I usually say the receipt is in the bag. I usually say the receipt is in the bag. So I've given you a gift. The gift is in a little bag and I make sure that it's nice and wrapped and pretty and might even have a little card next to it as well. We are huge on cards, like to write a little message inside the card. I'll put that in the bag and I'll give you the bag. And I'll say, here's a little something for your birthday. Here's a little something for your graduation, for passing your test, for moving into a new house, for your promotion, for retiring, anything, for your wedding, anything. Here's a little something. The receipt is in the bag. That's all we say. We don't explain. Why is the receipt in the bag? I'm going to come to you. Okay, you tell me. Oh, is it next Friday? Sorry, the election's next Friday. Okay. Why would I put the receipt of what I've bought in the bag when I'm giving it to somebody as a gift? Who knows? The receipt is in the bag, yes. Why would I do that? Who knows? To exchange, very good. To return, yeah, to return, very good, lovely. The whole idea is if you have given me a gift, I know that you've thought about it. You've maybe had to go out of the house and parking and traffic and kids and work. And, you know, it's a lot for you to go out and get me a gift. It was very nice of you. Or even if it's online, you've still thought about it. You've put effort into it. You've spent money. And we know, you know, money is valuable. So I know you've done a lot for me for this gift. And we don't usually like to say, oh, thank you, but I don't like this. We don't like to say that because we do. If we don't like something, we will tell you, I'm sorry, I don't like it. So in order to not have that awkward, silly silence, when you give me a gift, you will automatically put the receipt in the bag. And you are telling me, you don't say it, but this is what you mean. You say the receipt's in the bag, Layla. So I know if I don't like that gift, I am free to go and return it, to go and exchange it, to even give it to somebody else if I don't want it. And that's absolutely fine. Absolutely fine, because it's mine. Now, if you see you've given me this gift, if you see later that I've given this gift to somebody else, it's okay because it was mine and I chose to give it to somebody else. Okay. Excuse me. Thank you, thank you, thank you. So that's the whole idea of giving a gift. When you give somebody a gift, please tell them the receipt is in the bag. Some people say, I've got the receipt if you change your mind. That's not very good. Yeah. That person might be very shy. They might not come and tell you, I've changed my mind. Can I have the receipt, please? So we just put the receipt in the bag, and the person who's received the gift, they can choose. Do they want to keep it? Do they want to return it? They've got the receipt. Yeah. We usually get a gift receipt, and then they can choose. Yeah. Does matter give to someone? So we do this with absolutely everybody. So we do this with absolutely everybody. It doesn't matter if it's your boss, doesn't matter if it's your colleague, neighbor, friend, partner, if they're British. It doesn't matter who it is. When we give them a gift, even if it's your boss, even if it's the CEO of your company, we still do that because they are human. They might not like the gift. That's fine. So we'll say the receipt's in the bag. That's it. The receipt's in the bag. Now, the reason why I'm telling you this is because this might happen to you. You might get a gift from somebody and they say the receipt's in the bag, and you might think, why is the receipt in the bag? That's why. They're telling you if you want to go and exchange it, if you want to return it, if you don't like it, feel free to do whatever you want. Some people just want the cash, so they'll go and return it, okay? It's wrong. Why should we do that? It's in some cultures, it might be wrong, yes. In the Iranian culture, I'm guessing it might be wrong. In the Japanese culture, in some parts of the Chinese culture, maybe. In some cultures, yes, I can understand why it might be wrong. It's not wrong in the British culture. Our priority is not that I want you to like my gift. You better like my gift. No, our priority is that I just want to make sure you're happy. If you like my gift, fantastic. If you don't like my gift, please go get yourself something that you do like. That's the whole idea. Yeah. I tried to choose something for you, but maybe I got it wrong. I got it wrong. Maybe I got it wrong. I got it wrong. That means I made a mistake. Yeah. I don't know your taste very well, maybe. I got it wrong. So now I'm saying if you don't like it, that's okay. Go get something that you do like. We don't like to give cash. We definitely don't like to give cash to people for, any kind of birthday or anything. If you really can't think of anything to get for someone, if you're racking your brain, that means you're trying to shake your brain to think of something. If you're racking your brain, I'm going to put all of these in the caption on YouTube. If you're racking your brain, that means you're thinking really, really hard. If you're racking your brain and you honestly can't think of what to get, we never give cash. We give a gift card. Okay, that's the closest thing we have to cash. These days, everybody, I mean, if you're outside of Iran, you would give Amazon gift card, maybe a gift card from a supermarket or from department store or anything. I'm sure they have gift cards, your own gift cards in Iran, obviously. That's why in the US we're getting gift cards. Yes, absolutely. In Iran, they get gift cards. Yes. Excuse me. Customer doesn't have the right, ask for a return. Right. Okay. So that's a good idea, but I have never got any receipt from friends so far. Oh dear, I'm sorry. Does the shop take that back even if the thing is unpacked? That's a very good point. If you put yourself in the place of that shop, if you put yourself in the place of that shop owner, and if a customer returns something to you, you're the business owner, right? You think to yourself, right, so somebody has returned this pen. Does it look in good condition? Can I sell this again? Would another customer come and buy this? If yes, then that's fine. You will get your money back. But if this pen has been chewed, yeah, maybe a dog, a cat, something, they've chewed the pen. Maybe it's been scratched. Then this pen cannot be returned because it's worn. That shop can't sell it again. So I think that's how they decide if they can return the item or not. Okay, you're freezing. I'm sorry if I'm freezing. I apologize. It might be the internet. If I am freezing, I apologize. Yes, so just to let you know, every single live that I do all of this week and every Sunday that I do live, 7 o'clock, it is recorded and it's saved on YouTube. You can watch it as many times as you like, and I will put all the new words in the caption as well. If you like my lives, if you like what I talk about, if you like the way I talk, what I talk about, my method of teaching, all of these, the podcasts that I'm doing are basically the same thing. There is a little difference. In my live sessions, I'm reading your comments. Of podcast, I don't have that. Podcast is more like a lesson. So in the podcast that I'm doing, because this has been one of the biggest questions I've had since last night in my messages, what's the difference between a podcast and your live? Because I think last night I said my podcast is just like my live. Lots of people have asked, what's the difference? My podcast is very similar to my live, but my podcast is more like a lesson. So when I talk in my podcast, I have a special topic that I'm talking about. In my live, we talk about everything. We talk about the weather, we talk about politics, we talk about idioms, culture. Oh, that's a nice comment. We talk about lots and lots of different things. The podcast is more structured. It's more organized. So every podcast is about a specific topic that will be useful to your everyday life, about life in the UK or learning the English. And in the podcast, I am looking directly at the camera like I'm doing right now. And I am imagining that I'm talking to you. So I'm having a conversation with you. Sometimes in the podcast, you will hear me even asking myself a question. Okay, because I am pretending like I'm talking to you. I want you to listen to this podcast to improve your listening, but also to learn what I say, how I say it, and you can copy this as well when you're in a conversation talking about this topic. That is the difference, one of the differences between my live sessions and podcast. Podcast is a little bit more organized, it's more structured. You've got all of the transcript of what I'm saying. Some of my podcasts, I will show you a little video at the beginning, and then we'll talk about the video. And I will tell you what happens in the video, why people are doing this, what are they saying, what's the cultural definition and meaning of what they're saying. We'll talk about the idioms. I'll tell you lots of my own experiences. I'll give you plenty of examples, and I'll teach you basically how we talk about that topic. In some of the other podcast sessions, I will read a text from a very good magazine maybe, or a really good best-selling book that I know would be suitable for men and women. I'll read a part of that. You can see the text. We'll read it together. Excuse me. You will listen to me reading it, and then we'll talk about, well, I will talk about it. I will share my views, and you might have noticed, especially if you live in an English-speaking country, when people have conversations, there is a special formula, a special format that we follow when we have a conversation. And I'll give you the formula right now. I'm not hiding anything. I'm going to give you the formula right now. It's very similar in any language, I think. When we have a conversation, usually you talk about your experience. I will listen to you, and I will get 1 point from your conversation, and I will turn it into a question. Or I will take your point and I will share my experience about that point. Let's say we've both been talking about Lidl. Lidl, a lot of you may know, for example, is a supermarket that they have here in the UK and some of the other European countries as well. If you start talking to me about how much you like Lidl, how much you like shopping from there, I'm going to share my experience as well. And then I'm going to maybe ask a question from you. And I'm going to give you examples. This is how we have a conversation. And this is how we make the conversation last. So these are tips and techniques that you will learn in the podcast as well. It's not just vocabulary. It's not just pronunciation. It's not just vocabulary, grammar. It's not just phrasal verbs. These are just parts. It all has to come together with the culture for you to learn the language. Yeah. Okay. I can see a lot of you are typing podcast. When we finish this live, I will put a story on my page. If you're interested in the podcast, please reply to that story. Okay. So I will put a story after my live on my page tonight, and I will tell you what to type, and I will show you where to type it. As soon as you type it, then you'll automatically get a response of how you can apply, how you can get it if you want to. لطفاً آهسته‌تر صحبت کنید. I'm so sorry. Okay. Turkey, lovely from Turkey. Perfect. Is that okay? Yes, I'll do that. Because I know last night as well, a lot of you got back to me, Layla, we wanted to press podcast and you finished. So yes, I will definitely put it on, I will put a story. So that's one point about gifts. If you want to give someone a gift, make sure you pop the receipt in the bag as well. They might not like it, you know, that might not be their favorite color. They might be allergic if you're giving them chocolates, if you're giving them drink. They might not have alcohol. A lot of people give bottles of wine or champagne. If you're giving chocolate, that person might be allergic to nuts maybe, or chocolate. They might not like it. They might be allergic to eggs or whatever it is. So we always give the receipt in the bag as well. Okay, that's one point. Is that okay? Sorry, what was that? Keep going. You speak really slowly. Okay. I can't win. I can't win. That means نمیدونم به حرف کی گوش بدم. I can't win. I can't win. That's another lovely idiom I'm going to add for you. I can't win. I can't win. It's an idiom. That means one person says this, one person says something else. I'm trying to listen to this person and I'm trying to listen to this person. I don't know who to listen to. I can't win. I can't win. That's the idiom we use. I can't win. Who do I listen to? Speak slowly or not speak slowly? I don't know. I can't win. Yes. Okay. I don't know what that was. Sorry. I love the way you speak Farsi. Never heard you in Farsi. Thank you. Thank you. نمیدونم به ساز کی برقصم. Okay. Thank you. نمیدونم به ساز کی. Wow, that's really pretty. That's really nice. That is a very, very nice idiom. So I don't know whose music to listen to, and I don't know whose music I should pay attention and dance to, which is the same as I can't win. Wow, that's really nice. Thank you. Thank you. That's a lovely idiom. Thank you very much. Yes, it has the same meaning. I can't win. I can't win. Private lessons. I'm so sorry. I don't have any time slots for private lessons. If anyone's interested, they will have to go on the waiting list. Okay. Lovely, lovely, lovely. You act as a director in teaching English. Wow. Thank you very much. You're very kind. I'm just going to share one more thing with you, if that's okay. So dance to your tune. Yes. I'm just going to turn the comments off, if that's okay. Please don't go anywhere. Right. Before I continue, I don't know if any of you saw my reel from today. And I posted it a little bit late, I'm sorry. The reel that I had from today, if you saw it, you'll see that in the reel, Layla started the day, she was late. The guy in the shop said, "You're late." So obviously she was embarrassed. "Oh, I'm really sorry, I was stuck in traffic." So that's a bad thing. And then she's got this voucher that she wants to use to buy a sofa for half price. So exciting. She's come all this way through roadworks and everything, and she's realized that she doesn't have the voucher on her. She doesn't have the voucher on her. And she's looking frantically in her bag and she can't find it. And obviously she gets really upset. So she has had bad luck after bad luck after bad luck all day today. And at the end of it, she says, the idiom that she says, "This day keeps getting better and better." This day just keeps getting better and better. Just is optional. This day just keeps getting better and better, which is an idiom. And it's exactly the opposite. It means, oh my God, I've had so much bad luck today. So much bad luck today. But I wanted to draw your attention right to the end of the video. Layla laughs, yeah? She is not laughing at the shop assistant. She's laughing at her own mistake, because that's what we do. So you will see a lot of British people, they laugh. They will not be laughing at you. They will be laughing with you. Because when someone makes a mistake, we just laugh. That's part of the British culture. It's part of it. So please don't get offended. I've had some messages from people again recently, because I've talked about this before in my live sessions, that if somebody laughs, they're laughing with you, not at you usually. But I've still had messages, "Layla, people are laughing at me in my place of work." And when I've asked them, well, what did they say? What did you do? And when that person, that student, tells me the story, I realize that those people aren't laughing at her, they're laughing with her. Yeah. So that's one thing. The last thing I want to mention tonight is, if somebody says something really hurtful to me, someone says something really hurtful to me, I want to teach you this, so when it happens to you, you know what to say, okay? If someone says something really hurtful to me, they either insult my intelligence, they insult, I don't know, the color of my skin, they insult anything about me. One thing that we can say is, it takes a lot to get on my nerves. It takes a lot to get on my nerves. It takes a lot to get on my nerves. That means this little comment that you made, it doesn't bother me. This is another idiom. It is like water on a duck's back. Yeah, you know, a duck that goes in the pond or in the river, if they have water on their back, what happens to that water? It just trickles down. The water doesn't stay on that duck, does it? The water trickles down and goes away. And that duck can carry on swimming and even flying a little bit, just a tiny, tiny bit. So the water doesn't affect the performance and the behavior of the duck at all. If somebody says something to you that is insulting you, these two sentences are lovely to say. It takes a lot to get on my nerves. And number two, it's like water off a duck's back or water on a duck's back. They're both correct. Okay. There have been lots of stories that people have shared with me that they've been insulted, or, you know, people have said some things. But these two sentences really, really help, just to tell that person, it doesn't matter what you say. It's like water off a duck's back, and it takes a lot to get on my nerves. These little sentences don't upset me. Yeah. I'm sorry that I'm sharing these sad situations with you, but the same time that we need to be happy and smiling and everything, these are still parts of conversation that we need. Yeah. So we don't swear, we don't say anything bad, we don't cheapen ourselves. We just say it takes a lot to get on my nerves. It takes a lot to get on my nerves. It's like water off a duck's back. We have to be patient. Absolutely. Water off a duck's back. Yes. It's a water under bridge. Is it the same? Water under the bridge? No. It's like water under the bridge. That's a different idiom. Excuse me. It's like water under the bridge. That means something happened in the past, and now I've forgotten it in the past, not right now. Yeah. Very good. So that's what it means. So this is in response to those students who have told me that they're having a little bit of difficulty. Hopefully that will help. It takes a lot to get on my nerves. It takes a lot to get on my nerves. It takes a lot to get on my nerves. Yeah, it's like water off a duck's back. It also happens if Mr. X or Mrs. X says something really insulting to me, and then they walk away. And then my friend here, oh my God, Layla, are you okay? Are you all right? And I say, yeah, I'm absolutely fine. It takes a lot to get on my nerves. It's like water off a duck's back. It's fine. Forget it. Absolutely fine. If we keep our calm, if we stay relaxed, we are showing that person that, dude, I don't care. It doesn't matter. Yeah. So I don't know if that would help at all. Water off a duck's back, Shahzad. Thank you. It takes a lot to get on my nerves. Marnico 19. Thank you very much. It takes a lot to get on my nerves. Yeah. It's a nice way for you to defend yourself, if you like. I mean, hopefully in the UK, you're not faced with a lot of, you know, bad things and racism and insult and that kind of thing. Usually people come and insult you, people say bad words, that they themselves have either issues going on, or they are in a very, very difficult place emotionally. Yeah, a healthy person would not automatically come and say something nasty to you. They will not purposely try to annoy you or upset you, will they? It has to be somebody who is already going through a lot of emotional baggage, that they feel like, I can't keep this anger inside me. I have to vent. I have to pass my anger to somebody else. And that's when they start insulting other people. But as soon as they see that and they can't upset you, if they see that it's water off a duck's back, if they see it takes a lot to get on your nerves, they will leave you alone. They will leave you alone. Some customers are difficult to please, Beta. I agree. I agree. I agree very, very much. Definitely. Some customers are difficult to please. So now I'm going to pretend like I'm in the podcast. I've just seen a comment, or maybe I've seen a clip of the video where a customer is being very rude to the sales assistant. And this is me, for example, in the podcast. I want to share an experience with you. This is true. When I was studying at college, in those years, college in Manchester was called Mancat, Manchester College of Arts and Technology. Oof, we're going back so many years now. It used to be called Mancat. Today it's called College of Manchester or Manchester College. I'm not sure. But when I was at college, I was working. Everybody works, obviously, when they're at college. They have to pay their tuition fees. And I remember I was working in the food and furniture department of M&S, which is a huge department store. And I remember all the customers were lovely. They were really nice, very, very respectable. There was this one customer, I remember her so clearly in my mind. There was this one customer, and when she came in the shop, I could see that she was hot and bothered. She was hot and bothered. It was really hot outside, and because it was really hot, she was just angry because it was so hot outside. So she was really hot and bothered. And she came in and she was rude to everybody, absolutely rude to everybody. She came to my queue, and obviously I worked as a checkout assistant, and I was scanning her to let her do her shopping. And she finally said, "Give me a bag, give me a bag, give me, that means give me a bag, give me a bag." And I just smiled at her. I was a bit shocked because we don't talk to each other like that, do we? I was a bit shocked. And I looked at the next customer in the queue and I said, "I'm sure she said please, but I didn't hear it." Everybody in the queue started laughing. So this lady who was the customer right in front of me, she was really rude to me. "Give me a bag." And I looked at the next customer and I said, "I'm sure she said please, but I didn't hear it." And honestly, everybody in the queue started laughing. So we don't have to be rude. When someone is rude to us, there is a way of calming the situation down. Yeah, there is definitely a way of calming it down. You can't talk to me like that. No. I have too much respect for myself to let a customer like that talk to me. Yes, I might have been very young in those days. I might have been a college student, but I'm still human. I still have my respect. So I'm not going to let a customer talk to me like that. No. But of course, we don't say bad words. You know, we don't want to cheapen ourselves. Yeah. Very good. Very good. It is British politeness. Yes, absolutely. It is British politeness. Anybody who is rude, we think that that person is a very low class, unfortunately. If they have bad words, they are quite low class socially. As in farhangi, socially, we think, okay, she's from a low class. She doesn't understand. She doesn't have the vocabulary. That's how we think. So that's why it's really important, if you can, to use your words, use your smile to try and just calm the situation. If you can. Lovely. Okay. I think, wow, you're fantastic. You're unique. Thank you. Best behavior. Thank you so much. Thank you. Very kind of you. So I hope that tonight has been helpful to you. And I will see you again. Your live session is very useful and practical. Thank you very much. Thank you. کلاس زبان آنلاین تدریس میکنید؟ Yes, I have a few courses on my website. If you just go to my website, when someone is rude to us, definitely is that person suffers from mental issues. Yeah. It might not just be mental issues. It might be that that person has had a difficult day. We've all had difficult days, haven't we? But even if we have had difficult days, I don't think it's right that because I've had a difficult day, I go and make your life difficult and miserable. You know, it's not your fault. You're in that shop trying to help me. You're doing your job. So that's a bit selfish, I think. But that's the way people are. Anyway, thank you very much for your time again. As soon as this is finished, I will put a story on my page once more. If anyone's still interested in the podcast, because my sale for the podcast ends on Sunday. The sale for the podcast price promotion ends on Sunday. So if you want it, please get it before Sunday. I will put it up as a story. If you want, you can definitely get it from there. Lovely, lovely. I will have one more live session with you tomorrow night. And then that's the end of this week. And then again, I'll see you on Sunday. Okay. Thank you very much, everybody. Thank you so much. I will send you the website address as well. Yes, the website in Iran, I believe you do need a VPN. I'm sorry. I think you do need a VPN to be able to get access. I apologize. Okay. So thank you once again for letting me in your homes. I'll let you go. I'll let you go. دیگه مزاحم نمیشم. I'll let you go. I'll let you go. If you want to have your dinner, if you want to spend time with your family, if you want to get back to work, if you want to do anything else. And I will hopefully see you again tomorrow at 7 o'clock, 10:30 p.m. Iran. Thank you so much, everybody. Have a good evening. Bye-bye.